Hi, and welcome to the Holly C Podcast, a show about expressing your brilliance with ease and flow. I'll show you how to take the woo-woo out of the clouds and apply it to real life for effortless action. This show is for world changers and future world changers, so if you know there's more to life and you're wondering what's next, this is your show. Hi, I'm Holly, your host. I'm a speaker, author, teacher of health, vitality, and spirituality, and also a dragon spirit guide. In today's episode, I'm getting a little nudge from the universe to do what I call a free flow episode. This is where I have no idea what I'm going to talk about in the podcast episode. So why free flow? Well, by keeping an open mind, not knowing what we're going to explore today, it allows space for the universe to share what needs to be shared in this moment. Usually I come up with a topic, and of course the topic is always one you could say the universe is giving me a strong suggestion to cover. But when I free flow, it's a little bit different. It's like, okay, right now this space is open. Universe, what message do you have for us right now? So to get in the flow, so to speak, we're going to enter the dragon spirit space. Dragon spirit is the voice within that craves adventure and excitement and exploration. It's your connection to the universe. So everybody has a dragon spirit inside them. It's your inner voice. It's your inner guidance. It's the way that we connect with the universe. When we enter the dragon spirit space, I'm tuning into my dragon spirit, my connection with the universe, to hear what needs to be said to hold space for you to connect with your dragon spirit. So we're going to enter the dragon spirit space by taking 3 dragon breaths. And to do this, just breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And as you're breathing out, if you feel like letting out a sigh or a sound like a ha, go ahead and do so. So first I'm going to ask you to place your hand on your heart. And then we're going to do a dragon spirit meditation. So let's begin. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. Ha, relaxing your neck and shoulders. Again, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Ah, relaxing your jaw. And again, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Ah, relaxing your jaw, allowing your shoulders to drop. And once more, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Ah. And if you want, you can place your hand in your lap or wherever it's comfortable for you. And the word that comes to mind is vanilla, specifically vanilla cake. So you can imagine a multi-tiered cake with vanilla icing, vanilla frosting in between layers of vanilla sponge cake. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. And when you imagine this cake, imagine what it tastes like. What does vanilla taste like to you? Now imagine chocolate cake. Rich, dark, velvety, moist chocolate cake. Imagine the taste of chocolate on your tongue. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. As you're imagining these two flavors, vanilla and chocolate, maybe combined, what was going through your mind? Were you enjoying the decadent flavors? Were you preferring one over the other? Were you judging yourself for eating cake? Were you wondering what was in the cake? Is it too much sugar, too much carbs? Does it have gluten? Or were you just enjoying the cake? Breathe in through your nose. Easy, relaxed breath out. Now imagine a cat, a black cat, like a Halloween cat. And it is walking along a fence, and then it drops down out of view. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. Now what pops back up? is a white cat, a fluffy white cat with one blue eye and one green eye, and it too walks along the fence. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. When you see the black cat and the white cat, what sort of thoughts pass through your mind? Do you think Halloween? Do you think Persian? Do you think, they're opposite colors? How many of you thought, though, that looking at the cat, the black one or the white one, was going to affect your physical body? Not very many of you. Yet the idea of imagining cake, the taste of cake, not actually eating cake, but just picturing it, imagining the flavor on your tongue, and so many judgments came up. Not so much about cats. Well, unless those of you who don't like cats, or for those of you who really love cats. But there was a separation, and your mind might be thinking, well, that's because I don't eat cats, I eat cake. And when I eat cake, things happen. Whereas when I look at a cat, things don't happen. That's true. But we were just imagining, so you weren't really eating cake. You were just thinking of cake. Yet the mere thought of cake brought up a whole lot of thoughts connected to yourself, not so much for the cats. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. So now your mind is wondering, what is the point of all this? Why am I even listening to this? I don't get what I'm supposed to get from this. This is really a real free flow because I do not know what you are talking about. But you do. And now your mind is even more confused, grasping at straws, trying to reconcile, what does a vanilla cake have to do with a white cat? What does a chocolate cake have to do with a black cat? Yes, they're black and white. Is this about racism? Is this about duality? What is this about? Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. This is about your mind's need to label and pass judgment. Yes, even you who thinks you do not label and pass judgment, look back on these past few minutes, how much labeling and judgment has been going on, how much assessment, how much analysis. Breathe in through your nose and release. In fact, the only time when you were not analyzing, thinking, judging was when you were breathing. Your mind was so caught up in this puzzle of cat and cake that it forgot to observe and lay down judgment about your breathing. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. Now, how many of you were judging your breathing? So, it is only in rare instances where you are able to quiet the mind. But it is in those instances when you are not aware that you are quieting your mind that you are quieting your mind. So how then can this be useful in your everyday life? It's very simple. If you desire to have everything that you want to manifest, if you want the relationships, if you want the abundance, if you want the physical wellness, you must distract your mind just a little bit more. Not a lot, but a little bit more. Because those moments when your mind is quiet are immensely powerful, much more so than you even realize. It is when everything, quote unquote, good is manifesting in your life, is when your mind is quiet. This is when things are happening at the energy level. Well, things are always happening, but this is when you open it's like when you open the gates to receiving. It is when your mind is quiet. the more you're able to quiet your mind, the more the gates are open, the more you can allow through, the more you can quote unquote receive, even though you're not really receiving, you're creating. But this is where things jump from the energy level into the physical realm. So how do you quiet your mind? We already told you. Do you remember? You distract your mind. You do things like have fun, listen to music, do things in your physical body. This is one of your most powerful ways to manifest is your physical body, because being in your body, being fully aware of your body, doing something like a strenuous hike, moving your body, dancing, twirling, stretching, feeling the beat of the music. You are in your body, and then you are out of your mind. Well, you're quieting your mind, so to speak. And then you are opening the gates to manifesting. It is as simple as that. It is why throughout this entire free flow, we've been talking about cats and cake and chocolate and vanilla and black and white and blue and green eyes. It was all nonsense to distract your mind. In this time, you have sustained a longer period of quiet than you even realized, even though your mind was busy chatting, even though we told you that your mind was only quiet when you were breathing. The distraction took away the mind's attention from controlling. And so, in doing so, you're able to open gates to creation, open gates and pathways to inspiration, to manifesting, to connection, and to creation. And, getting a note from the universe to deliberately make the description for this particular meditation rather cryptic, because only those of you who are really truly ready to create and manifest are listening to this. So kudos to you right now. Give yourself a pat on the back, and we will exit the dragon spirit space. Hand on your heart, and we'll do 3 dragon breaths. So breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Ha. And again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Ha. And one more time, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Ha. All right, that was like other free flows where sometimes I don't quite know what to make of it, and I'm getting like a high five from the universe that my mind is befuddled, and that's actually a good thing. So if you're feeling the same way, we're on the same boat. But I really am getting the feeling like a sense of comfort, like being supported, of love, and it's almost like we're in a boat floating downstream, like where we need to go, and the universe is showing us the way. And I always trust this feeling because I know the feeling always leads me to where I want to go. So I thank you for listening to today's podcast, which my mind is again judging as kind of weird, but that's what was meant to come through today. You can find every episode on my website at www.hollyc.com. And while you're on my website, you might want to check out my weekly wisdom newsletter. It's free to sign up. And at the beginning of each week, you get a message from the universe to guide and support you for the week ahead. So thank you again for listening, and I look forward to when we reconnect again. Bye for now.